Westlake Hornets Team Builder Dynasty here in NCAA Football 14 as today the Hornets head out to beautiful Los Angeles, California to take on the USC Trojans. Westlake stands at 3-2 on this season, while USC stands at 4-1. Both of them are fourth in passing touchdowns. That's how math works. As USC is 4-1, all 5 of their games are in conference so far, as they only play 11 games this year. Don't know why. They're also ranked number 16 in the country. Meanwhile, Westlake is 2-0 so far in conference. Last week, they beat the Washington Huskies off a game-winning field goal from a true freshman, Matt Fellows, who has certainly had an up-and-down season. Westlake started off 0-2 for the second straight season, but remember last year they didn't lose a game after going 0-2. Will that happen again this year? Probably not, but another win today would certainly make that more likely, as this is one of Westlake's hardest games left on the schedule on the road in LA. Of course, taking on USC, who always has a big crowd, and obviously USC is a very, very good team. Welcome everyone to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, or I think this is the Coliseum. I know that's where they play now, or I guess USC Stadium, home of the Trojans. Yeah, this is definitely the Coliseum. As the 3-2 Westlake Hornets take on the 4-1 USC Trojans, who are ranked number 16 in the country. Let's see if Westlake can get the upset and win their 4th game in a row. This tails never fails. They will win the coin toss and elect to send their defense out. Considering Washington is one of the best defenses, or one of the best offenses, in the country, Westlake's defense played very well last week, only allowing 24 points as Michael Jackson moonwalking his way for a loss of 4. That's Quentin Campbell, the one with the tackle, as the screenplay did not work at all. 4th down and 1 at the 49, and USC's going to elect to go for it, as they're going to risk it for the biscuit. Let's see if it works out. Sears hands it off for Denman. He has a first down, trucking Wesley McNamara, still on his feet. There he goes, Denman. He will bring it inside the 5 for a gain of 45 yards. What a play call from the Trojans. Roman Denman with a gain of 45 yards. As it's 1st and goal, Michael Jackson, the motion man. Sears, he's under some pressure. He's going to scramble with it, and Jack Sears will take it into the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown, and the USC Trojans strike first. The studio update from our good friends at EA Sports, as the Washington Huskies win their 4th game of the year, beating the Sun Devils 35-20. Of course, Washington's one loss was last week against our Westlake Hornets. And around the league, Penn State barely beat Maryland 31-28. Arizona has a tight lead over the Oregon Ducks 28-23, and the number 3 ranked Texas Longhorns are still undefeated as they beat Oklahoma 24-10. Here is junior quarterback Champ Britton, just had a Heisman-like season. He's been very efficient this year and very dominant. Let's see if he can have another great performance against one of the best teams he'll face all year. His risky pass, and it's going to be intercepted by Carr. So certainly not the start you'd want if you're Westlake, as USC scores a touchdown, first play of the offensive drive, and Ed Carr intercepts that Ayaluko, the intended target. USC is certainly a more talented football team, and they are at home, so this is not going to be an easy one for the Hornets, as Fry is the motion man. Jack Sears under pressure. He's going to be sacked by QJ Casimir, who had 3 sacks a week ago against Washington, tying a school record. He gets one there. 3rd down and 2 for the Trojans. Let's see if they can convert here, as Sears hands it off for Denman. He breaks a tackle. Did he get the first? He did not. That'll set up an interesting 4th and inches. Isaac Solomon, the one with the tackle. It worked last time, so why not do it again? 4th and inches. USC is going to go for it, very close to the red zone. It's going to be a pass, and that is incomplete. They should have just ran the ball, but Sears, that was a terrible pass. Nice pressure from who else but QJ Cassidy. Westlake's last drive lasted just 1 play, and it was an interception. Only Champ Britton's 3rd of the year. He's been very good. As Alex Ellis gets the handoff, Ellis finds a hole, and the redshirt sophomore Alex Ellis will take it to the house. So Westlake's first 2 drives each last 1 play. The first one was an interception, but this one is a 77-yard score from Ellis, his 9th on this season, as he found the hole. Excellent ball carrier vision out here, looking like Le'Veon Bell. And Ellis will take that one the distance. On their last drive, USC had a couple first downs, but nothing serious. They went for it on 4th down and did not convert. as it's going to be a pass. Jack Sears connects with Roman Denman. Denman past midfield, breaks Campbell's tackle, and is eventually brought down by USC is back in the red zone. They are 1-for-1 with a touchdown. Let's see if they can add another one and regain the lead. It's going to be a toss for Roman Denman, and he's going to lose 2 yards. QJ Casimir with the play, continuing his dominance. Studio update from EA Sports as the Arizona Wildcats indeed beat the Oregon Ducks 35-23. Rodriguez, very efficient day, 12 for 13 with 2 scores. And Palmer with another touchdown of his own. The Wildcats improved to 4-1 while the Oregon Ducks go down to 2-3. And Michigan State upsets Nebraska 43-41 in a shootout. 2 touchdowns from Lombardi, and Morgan gets 2 of his own as the Spartans improve to 3-2. They're down and 2 at the 33 for Westlake. This crowd is out of their seats and on their feet. Let's see if their defense can get a stop as Champ Britton scrambling. He has an open man. That's Michael Wilson, the slot receiver who's made some very nice plays this season. Gains 21 yards. It is 1st and 10 at the 46. Britton and Ellis in the backfield as Everett Lemieux, the true freshman, is the motion man. Britton under pressure. He's going to be sacked for a loss of 8 yards by Giuliano Falanico. Hope I said that. They're down and 2. Westlake is 1-for-1 today on 3rd down. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Champ Britton looking to throw it. Britton scrambling like he's late on a date. He will look and he will find the true freshman Everett Lemieux for a gain of 18. Westlake is in the red zone for the first time today. Obviously, they are 0 for 0 as Britton and Ellis in the Westlake backfield. Champ Britton looking to throw it. Britton, he's going to scramble with it. Britton trying to run it in, and he will do just that for a Westlake touchdown, and they will take the lead off of the legs of quarterback Champ Britton. First quarter in the books, and Westlake actually is the lead, 14-10. I would say that USC probably has been better so far today, but the score hasn't really shown that, as Brock Rivera, the sophomore, forces a 3-yard loss. It's Hassan Walker, the ball carrier, who lost that 3 yards, as Rivera, the sophomore, has played really well as of late. USC kicked a field goal, making it a 1-point game. Westlake does still have the lead as Champ Britton on 1st down, looking to throw it. Britton, he's going to run with it. Britton connects with Everett Lemieux, and this one will enter the red zone. Lemieux gains 26 as Britton has had to scramble a lot today because USC has done a really nice job of covering these receivers, but the pass rush needs to get better for the Trojans. It is 1st and goal for Westlake. Let's see if they can punch it in and make this an 8-point game. Britton looking to throw it. He has an open man. That's Ayo Lukovic Jr. with the 2-yard score, and Westlake extends their lead. USC's offense couldn't do anything, and Westlake has it back. They have the lead by 8 points. They have the football. They start with the football in the second half. Life is going very well for the Hornets. It's Britton. It's a fumble. Lemieux was the intended, I wouldn't say target, but he was trying to toss it to Lemieux, and the USC Trojans will pick it up. That is a huge momentum giver for USC. It is 2nd down and goal for USC as Roman Denman will take it in the end zone for an easy 1-yard run. And let's see if the Trojans will go for 2 and tie up the game. Unsurprisingly, they're going to go for 2 and try to tie this game up. Westlake sending a heavy blitz as it's going to be a pass. Sears, he has an open man. That's Joel Fry. We are tied up at 21. 3rd down and 7. Westlake needs a conversion, and they're a perfect 3 for 3 on 3rd down today. Let's see if they can get another one. As Champ Britton looking to throw it. His receivers are covered like a blanket. Britton trying to make a play with his legs. He's going to be sacked for a loss of 11 yards. He was just trying to throw the ball away, but USC got to him. This game was 21-13, and USC didn't have the ball. And now there's a legit shot that they might take the lead before halftime. As wide open, Josh Fallow. Nobody was covering him, and USC is now in the red zone. 3rd down and 8. USC has had 7 third down attempts today, and they've only converted twice, which is quite ugly. As Sears looking to throw it. Sears connects with Walker, and that'll be a USC touchdown. Hassan Walker. They take the lead with 29 seconds to go. 15 seconds left until halftime. Westlake realizes that they're probably not going to do anything on this drive, but it's worth a shot. As Britton scrambling. Britton looking deep for fishing, and it's intercepted by Mansfield. to end the half as Fishing looked open, but he wasn't. USC certainly looks like the more dominant team in the first half, but Westlake is definitely not no pushover as they've played reasonably well so far. Britton under a ton of pressure, and he's intercepted. It's Thomas who makes the play, and this one might go the distance. That's Britton's third interception of the game, and that'll be a pick 6 for the Trojans. They extend their lead. This game was 21-13, but USC is on a dominant 22-0 run. Let's see if Westlake can get out of this cold spell, as Champ Britton will hand it off for Sebastian Jackson, who's stuffed up like Thanksgiving turkey, losing a yard, courteous of Giuliano Falanchino. Champ Britton sprained his ankle. He will return shortly, but for right now it'll be Benjamin Gold, one of the best backups in college football, in as a backup as Jackson loses 3 yards. That'll be Levi Jones with the tackle, setting up 4th and 4. I don't know if Westlake trusts Matt Fellows enough to go for a field goal. 4th down and 4, and the offense will stay out on the field as they're not going to go for Matt Fellows, who's had a rough season but did kick the game winner a week ago. Fellows has not attempted a field goal today as Ayaluko doesn't gain anything, in USC will get the football right back. Well, not right back. I don't think they've touched it yet in this half. USC has not touched the football here in the second half. This is their first play of the new half, of course. As first down, Jack Sears taking his time. Delayed handoff for Roman Denman. Denman, he fumbles the football, and Chip Barron will recover it. So that'll be a one-play drive, and Westlake gets the football back. That was Leon Moore, the redshirt freshman, who forced it, and the ball looks like it clearly came out before his knee hit the ground. Huge fumble force from the redshirt freshman Leon Moore, who's had a quiet season, but he has made a number of tackles. 2nd down and 2, handoff for Ellis, who's had a very strong performance today. He breaks a defender's ankles. Ellis, he will bring it to about the 6 or 7 yard line for a gain of 22. Westlake offense is now in the red zone. It's 1st and goal. Britton scrambling, has an open man. That's the senior Dustin Schwend, who gets the 7-yard score, and this is now just a 1-possession game. It seemed like USC had all of the momentum, but they fumbled it on their last drive. Westlake scored, and it's just a 1-possession game now, as handoff for Denman, and Barack Rivera reads the play like a book, and Denman will lose a yard. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what Westlake has been doing on this drive, not trying to do anything stupid, and mainly focusing on the run. As Britton on 1st down, it's going to be a pass. Britton scrambling. He will be sacked for a loss of 11 yards. Smart play by Britton, not trying to force it, as Giuliano Falanico with his 2nd sack of the game. Play number 10 of the drive. It's 2nd down and 11. Ellis gets the handoff. Ellis has blocks, and Alex Ellis will take it to the house once again, as Alex Ellis has been truly spectacular today. Certainly the best game of his young career, and we are now tied up, assuming Matt Fellows makes the extra point, but he hasn't missed one all year. USC's offense has barely seen the football in the second half, and because of that, their offense hasn't scored any points since halftime. Now they have the ball, and they've had a pretty nice drive as Dixon wide open on the screen, and USC will regain the lead, 24 yards from Derek Dixon. That was actually Tyler Jones at quarterback instead of Jack Sears. I guess Sears is banged up. Westlake is more of a pass-first team, as they have the number 1 passing offense in the country, but today hasn't been Champ Britton's best of games, and they've been focusing on giving the ball to their running back Alex Ellis, who has been truly special today against the Trojans. As Britton on the ground, nice gain of 16. Not too much time left in this football game, but Westlake certainly has enough time to score a touchdown as they're in the red zone, still over a minute to go. And all 3 timeouts as Britton, under a ton of pressure, he connects with who else but Alex Ellis on the screen, and we are tied up. USC has about a minute to drive down the field. USC has 56 seconds and all 3 timeouts. Any sort of score wins it. Let's see if they can do it. The best case scenario for Westlake is most likely overtime, which I guess is unfortunate for them. As Sears under pressure, he's going to be a fumble, but luckily for USC, they do recover. That is a huge break for the Trojans. That could have ended this game, as it's a gobo. USC is letting the clock go. They don't want to risk another potential turnover, which I guess is kind of smart, as Sears looking deep, and he's going to find Fry. He burns Quentin Campbell 4 seconds to go. Bad coverage right there by Quentin Campbell. Looked like he was going for the interception rather than conservative. As USC, 4 of a win. It's up, and it is good. There's still 1 second to go, but that likely will not matter. And this game is over. This has to be the game of the year. What a game. But the USC Trojans survive the upset. They win it 45-42 in regulation somehow, as both teams had the game at their fingertips at one point or another. Even though Westlake lost, they should still hold their heads high as they played a great game against a great team.